India have entered the semi-finals of Cricket World Cup 2023 with a massive win over Sri Lanka, a 302-run victory. So I am here with my seniors to discuss about India's performance and how India could play further ahead in this tournament. I have with me Mr. Abhishek Paul, very senior person, and a lesser senior person, San Ghosh with me actually. Sorry. So first of all, I'll ask my super senior. So, Mr. Paul, how do you think? Like, how did India perform in this game?
Brilliantly. If you score 357 runs batting first and then
Yeah.
bowling the opposition in for just 55 runs, I mean, the scorecard itself there tells the full story, right? I mean, it was total domination at the Wankhede Stadium, where India last won the ODI World Cup in 2011. And there too, India defeated Sri Lanka. Today also, India demolished Sri Lanka, and they're the first team to enter the semi-finals and unbeaten. They're on an unbeaten run of 7 matches. They're the only team who are unbeaten, and it's difficult to find any problems or any weakness in this Indian team.
Yes, answer. Initially, we were talking that India are not getting any chance to bat first. Yeah, in the matches. Now they have batted twice in this tournament, and they have proven that they can defend any total. Like in the first game, when they batted first, they scored. They defended basically 229,
229.
and after this, they posted a very big total, a mammoth total, to be honest. So, what is your take on that? How is Indian batting lineup performing?
I think huge boost for India. This win actually solidifies India's position both in the batting and bowling departments. I think India now are confident. I think confident of both defending and chasing down totals. I think this match also is a great confidence boost to players like Shreyas Iyer, who we have spoken a lot about.
Yeah.
Yes.
That the batting lineup was already performing, but we were looking at a couple of individuals who were getting starts but not really converting it. Today, sadly, no centuries in such a big score, but we have Shubman Gill performing really well, Shreyas Iyer performing really well. Virat Kohli, I don't think we
As
really need to
always.
discuss Virat Kohli anymore.
Yeah.
And then followed up by, again, Mohammad Shami being
Yeah, it
very
looked like
good.
almost the Asia Cup final was repeating, right?
Yes, I think it looked like a replay at one point.
There also they were scored what 50 odd runs, 51 runs or something.
50, I think.
Something like that, and
Slightly better today.
slightly better. And today at one point it seemed like Sri Lanka would be all out for like a 35
Lowest ODI total,
ODI
maybe.
total,
Yes.
Yeah,
But
we
it-
started giving those headlines. Maybe.
Yeah, and it was not the case, but then absolute domination. Now the bigger question, India through to the semi-finals. They have 2 matches left.
Yes.
South Africa again, another top side. In fact, South Africa and India, those are the two sides in
Yes.
the points World Cup points table. India has also another match against Netherlands, the last
Yeah.
match. The bigger question is after that what happens, because going to the semi-finals, yes, it's great news, but if we see India's track record, since 2015, India have been reaching the semi-finals in ODI World Cups and T20 World Cups on an almost consistent basis.
Yeah,
2015
surely.
World Cup, 2019 World Cup, 2021 T20 World Cup, 2016 T20 World Cup, only 2022 T20 World Cup. Sorry,
2021 they got eliminated.
eliminated.
Yes.
Yeah,
In the next
that
stage,
was the time I think they lost to Pakistan. Also for the
Pakistan and
first
New
time.
Zealand,
Yeah, so
in the next
so,
game.
so that is the big question. And talking about that, as we title this chat, can India break the semi-final jinx? What do you think? This.
Interestingly,
This is not the first time I think India hasn't looked like invincible. In 2015 also they were playing really well. 2019 also they played really well, but suddenly in the semi-finals, one fine day, India had a really bad outing and they were out. So this time, do you think things look different?
I think that is a trick with knockout competitions,
Yeah.
because
yeah,
after you're done with the group stage, it comes down to that one match, which if you can win that match, it all depends on that one match. But I'll say, if we are looking at differences from the previous editions, the biggest difference will be, rather than units performing
Yeah.
performing well, it's a collective performance this time.
Yeah.
We are looking at different players coming up with very good performance in different matches. like we were just talking about, we started the tournament with somewhat of a shaky start.
Yeah.
But then Virat was great, KL Rahul was great, followed up by Rohit Sharma, consistent performances. Now we have Virat in good form. Rohit sadly missed out today. Shreyas finding some form today. Shreyas even spoke about his somewhat problems against the short balls and how he is trying to really work on that. And we are looking at a bowling lineup which is probably the best right now in the
Yeah.
competition. So I think going into the semifinals, it really negates the external factors, we can say, somewhat. Like, we are looking at conditions, toss. If you are already performing as a unit, you have that confidence to go about your work irrespective of what happens in a toss or what you are doing first. I think it gives you a lot of choices when it comes to planning for a match like that.
But
And
you
then-
know, like interestingly, if you see, correct me if I'm wrong, as per my assumption, the matches that India have lost, all the semifinals, actually they have batted first in all those games. Like when we talk about 2015, 2015 was India was chasing in that game against
Yes.
Australia. But after that, if you see in 2016, it was India versus West Indies. India were defending a total. When you talk about this 2019 World Cup, again India were chasing against New Zealand. When we talk about the 2022, this T20 World Cup, once again, India batted first, I think. Na? Okay, then batting might not be a concern. Like batting first might not be a concern for India this time, maybe then.
Yeah, I mean, as Shan pointed out, but I also feel like this team, not is not really dependent on one person.
Yeah.
Even if even if Kohli fails today, Rohit Sharma failed. Okay, Rohit Sharma was out in the first over, but then still India scored 357 runs. Last match, I think Virat Kohli. I think Virat
Virat
Kohli
Kohli got out
got
for
out for a duck.
Yes.
His first duck in ODI World Cup history, and yet India, India were out for 229, but they managed. The lower order really performed.
Yes.
Surya Kumar Yadav performed. Rohit Sharma performed. So India have really backups. India is not really dependent on one person, which is a really good sign. Knockout stages are always
Yes.
tricky affairs. One match, they on their and the knockout opponents that India are going to face, those are the top 3-4 teams. They have also beaten opponents. They are not like a team like Bangladesh or maybe Sri Lanka, or maybe Netherlands. The Netherlands also have defeated South Africa. I think that is one main thing. Another thing is the bench strength. What I feel is this is the team. Your primary fast bowling all rounder, he is not playing. Mohammad Shami, who today he took his 14th wicket in this World Cup, he sat out of the first 2-3 matches. He did not even get a chance to feature in the playing 11. India did not
Didn't
have
play
any.
the first 4 games, in fact.
First 4 games in fact, right?
Then he played the fifth one for India.
So Ravichandran Ashwin, a bowler of that caliber, he is warming up the bench. He played the first match, then he did not play. So that this intra-team competition is really good and it's healthy, and it really shows the strength of this team. For every spot you have a backup.
Yes.
For
And
every
we must mention that Ashwin got a chance only after Akshar Patel got injured.
yeah, and I think somewhere we do talk about the players, but I think somewhere we need to credit Rahul Dravid and the team management also. For the last 1.5 years, the team went to several experiments.
I think they have still backed the core group.
And there were experiments, and they were like changing the batting order. Ishan Kishan coming at opening middle. They were also criticized. There were some losses also, but I think those experiments suddenly, in hindsight, it seems like they were looking at the bigger picture. And now you have an Ishan Kishan who's warming up the bench. He scored a half century also, but yet in this playing 11 looks so sad that he is not getting a chance. Shreyas Iyer, today the innings that he played, the shots that he hit, despite Shubman Gill and Virat Kohli, they got out before reaching their hundreds. They looked really well, but Shreyas Iyer ensured that the momentum did not dip, and he went ahead and scored 82 runs something.
82, yeah,
runs.
somewhere
So,
around
so that is, I think, if you have to look at the difference, 2015 or 2019 that Rohit Sharma scored.
2019.
2019,
So,
yes.
so one guy scoring 5 centuries.
It's a lot on an individual rather than a collective
and
effort.
this time Virat Kohli has scored 1 century. Rohit Sharma has scored, I think, 1 century.
Rohit
I
Sharma.
think yes.
I also think because he surpassed that record of 7
Yeah,
Yes.
has scored 1 century.
Shubman has 250s.
Shubman has 250. So
KL Rahul has performed.
Virat Kohli has a century and 4
I
half
think we also have
centuries.
to talk about the fact that right now it's very difficult to think where Hardik Pandya comes in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
suddenly, like when
Because
when
we are looking at a team where if we have to
Because-
include Hardik Pandya, some informed person goes away. It's not a very easy choice that we can look at. We were talking about Shreyas Iyer, but Shreyas Iyer now has made his case.
when
and last YouTube live that we did, we mentioned that what happens when Hardik Pandya comes in. One possible change is Shreyas Iyer goes out because he was not performing. Today he has also performed. Shreyas
Yes.
Iyer, and now if Hardik Pandya comes in, remember he is a commodity that you can't ignore, right?
He cannot be
Be ignored.
ignored if he is
So-
fit.
So who sacrifices?
Who do you think actually? Because my pick is Surya Kumar
Surya
Yadav.
Kumar, yeah.
definitely
That is probably the
Yeah,
sad
that-
choice of it all.
I mean that is, I think that is changing day by day. Like last day it was Surya Kumar
Yes.
Yadav who, when India was in a very tricky spot against defending champions England, he scored those crucial partnerships. He took India past the 200-run mark, and ultimately, of course, the bowling brilliance has been is there for all to see. But Surya Kumar Yadav was a key factor in the last match, whereas Shreyas Iyer failed today. Shreyas Iyer performed, and Surya Kumar Yadav, okay, he
Not failed, maybe.
not failed, but not as many runs as Shreyas Iyer. So it's very tricky, and whoever misses out, uh, I think.
But I think one person we can all agree who cannot be dropped is Mohammad Shami.
Mohammad,
surely.
I mean, how
14
do you
wickets in
how
3
do you
14
matches.
wickets,
so-
3 matches,
matches.
2 5-wicket hauls.
Yeah, I mean, how do you create the space? I mean, you are not even playing with 3 spinners. You are playing with 2
Yes.
spinners and 3 paces, and all of them are performing. Bumrah, you cannot think him to drop. Shami, 3 matches, 14 wickets. Today he became the highest ever wicket taker for
India in World
in
Cups.
ODI World Cups.
Even also the most number of
5 wicket
ODI 5-wicket hauls
Today also he took
ever.
a 5 wicket haul. Mohammad Siraj today, the 55 run this dismissal of Sri Lanka. At one point of time, Shami had 3 wickets in his bag with 0 runs conceded. So, I mean, for a novice like me, for a amateur like me, I don't think I can't really predict like who is going to get dropped.
But maybe
India has an able person in
maybe
Rahul
India
Dravid.
can like see like I also see things from a different perspective
Mm.
because what we have seen is
Mm.
good as good.
Mm.
But when we see that when you are playing with 5 pure bowlers,
Mm.
the biggest issue what you can face is like you cannot see or you cannot afford any bowler having an off
Yeah,
day actually
yeah.
because if one of your bowlers fail, then you don't have an alternative plan.
Then I think that is a very good point, and I think in that case, when Hardik Pandya comes in, because you have
Yes.
5 specialist bowler, Hardik Pandya brings in that extra bowler.
Yes,
of-
I
Yes.
think Hardik Pandya really gives you that edge.
Yeah, so I think the choice ultimately would be between Shreyas Iyer and Surya Kumar Yadav.
Shreyas, I think with this innings,
this,
he
yeah,
might have
yeah.
cemented
I
that
think
number
Shreyas
4
Iyer
spot.
because he comes at number 4 and he gives you that
And,
stability.
and also
Yes.
one thing, Surya Kumar Yadav came in, I think, when Hardik Pandya
Yes.
got injured, right? So
And I think sadly Surya Kumar Yadav plays a role which even Hardik Pandya
Pandya can
is
play.
quite adept at
Yeah.
playing.
Yes.
yeah,
But I think changing an informed number 4 batter is maybe something India will not look
Especially
to
a
do.
position which
Yes.
has troubled you in the past.
So
as well.
our vote goes to Surya Kumar Yadav.
Very sadly,
Very
actually,
sadly.
it's not even
But we
obvious.
were discussing about India's semi-final chances. We digress debate. The performance has been so great. So let's take a quick look about on the points table. India are on top, 14.7 matches. South Africa, 12.7 matches. Australia, 8.6 matches. New Zealand, dip in very recent dip in form, 3 consecutive defeats. They are on 8.7 matches. Pakistan, this New Zealand's dip in form that has really helped Pakistan and Afghanistan's cause. Pakistan is 6 points, 7 matches. Afghanistan 6 points, 6 matches. So looking at the semi-final scenario, India, of course, they are through. South Africa, though they are not yet through, but we can safely say that most likely they'll be in the
They'll
top,
be in the top two
four.
actually. South Africa, I mean, they can in
Top
in
four.
top two,
Top
maybe.
four.
Top
now.
for sure. Like
Top
Okay,
four
yeah,
for
huh,
sure.
that
Yeah.
is something you can be sure of.
yeah, but the tricky part comes here, like Australia, New Zealand, Pakistan, Afghanistan. Now, who is going? Who India will be facing in the semifinals? That is the key question. According to ICC's website, the schedule page. If you go, it's like the number one team plays the number four
Number
team.
four,
Yes.
yes.
Number two, the second place
Two
team,
place
number
three.
three. So if India finishes on top, which they might be because they have a match against Netherlands,
Netherlands.
also with all due respect to Netherlands, they have defeated South Africa. This the another brilliant team in this World Cup. But India has a match, so India has full chance of
finishing in the
top, and they are likely to face the number four team. Now, who is going to be that number four team?
That
That's
is a very
the
interesting
question.
proposition.
Now, New Zealand has a dip in form. New Zealand plays Pakistan and on Saturday, and that match is going to be a straightaway shootout.
Yes.
Whoever wins that match uh,
Will be a strong
will
contender
be a
for the
strong
fourth.
Even
contender for the fourth
Afghanistan
position.
with a very
Yeah,
outside
Afghanistan,
chance.
yeah,
Yes.
but I think Afghanistan's matches are against
Australia and South Africa.
But one
Yes,
they have
Two
Australia
of their
and South
three
Africa.
matches are
Two of
against
the-
Australia and South Africa.
I think
Yeah,
the
They're
next
but they have
definitely
also
going to
Netherlands.
lose
I
one
think the
match.
next match
tomorrow they
is
are playing
I think
Netherlands.
next match is Netherlands and then they play Australia.
So
and South
Australia
Africa.
and South, yes.
if they defeat Netherlands tomorrow, they'll rise up to 8 points, which is 8 points, but their run rate is really low.
Yes.
So
But
they
again,
will
you're-
need one more big
they-
win.
Big win, yeah,
for
one more
sure.
big win. Pakistan, on the other hand, if they defeat New Zealand and if they defeat the England in their
England.
match, they will have a great chance of qualifying, and we might just see an India versus Pakistan
Maybe
semi-final.
this New Zealand game can give us a better picture, like this Pakistan versus New Zealand game.
Yeah, that
Because-
is a straightaway sort
Should,
of
yes.
sort of a shootout, quarterfinal, whatever you say. I mean, whoever wins that match holds a huge advantage.
Yes.
Like based on obviously upsets can happen. Afghanistan's the show that they have given so far, defending
Yes.
teams. They have defeated three former champions: Sri Lanka, England, and
They've beaten
Pakistan.
Pakistan as
So
well.
three former champions. If somebody defeats them, it's almost at par as. So we need to look at those combinations and equations. We know we are very late into this analysis, but thank you so much for joining. India next play on Thursday against
On Sunday.
On Sunday, sorry,
Sunday.
on Sunday against South Africa. The top two teams in the points table. That match might decide who will end on top of the
Yes.
table. There are many other big matches coming up. Afghanistan, Netherlands. It's very important. Keeping in mind the semi-final race. Pakistan, New Zealand. The match is on Saturday, and
Saturday.
there's England versus
There's Australia, England. Yes.
So that is.
I think
Australia
England, although they are out of
Out of-
contention, they may hold the key to who finishes in top four because
yeah.
their final matches are very important
Yeah.
when it comes to deciding
they,
who
they, they are
makes
facing
the-
Australia and
And
Pakistan.
Pakistan, yes.
Wow. So the last 10 days of the group stage of World Cup are really exciting. We'll be covering those really live. Do log on to ndtv.com for analysis, live updates, such videos. Till then, goodbye.
Good night.